This is the Myriad 2.5mm eyepiece, and this is the Skywatcher ED 80mm eyepiece telescope. It's apochromatic or semi-apo, and we are ready now to look at a daylight view and test the eyepiece. This is really high magnification, of course. 3.5mm is really giving a high magnification. But I'm really impressed how bright is the image. So this is the Pentax 3.5mm eyepiece. Let's see how it looks like looking through this. And that was the view through the Pentax. Which one I prefer? I think the Myriad gave me a better image. Surprise, surprise. Interesting. And now here I have a 3.2mm TMB Planetary 2 eyepiece. Let's see how it looks like from this eyepiece. The image is not as bright as the Pentax and the Myriad, but yet it's good, and the price difference just makes it really more pleasant. This is for £23, Myriad for £180, and Pentax 250. The Skywatcher 3.5mm 70 degrees eyepiece. Let's see how it will show. That was the way it looked from the TMB. That was the view through the Skywatcher 3.5mm SWA eyepiece. This is the 3.5mm Skywatcher SWA eyepiece. Maybe a little out of focus because the leaves are moving and the wind is blowing through the target, so it is not staying stationary. Okay, I've now tested 4 eyepieces in the range of 3.2 to 3.5. I found in my test that the Myriad 3.5 has a sharper and best views. Then comes a Pentax, then comes the 3.5 SWA Skywatcher, and then TMB Planetary. You can see the order is as much as you pay you get, except in this case. I think Pentax is similar to the Myriad. The only difference is that the weight of this is heavier. Pentax has a bigger eye relief and compared to this one. So Myriad has a shorter eye relief and Pentax has a better eye relief. In other aspects, when I tested under the night sky, of course, I will maybe differ a little bit, but these two definitely are good value for money. This one you can buy for £23 to £30. This one you can buy it as much as £69 if you can. And these two, depending on the kind of telescope you use, you can pick either this or this. This one is good for Dobsonians because it gives you a larger field of view, so you don't need to, the target remains longer in view. You don't need to nudge the telescope all the time. 100-degree field of view. And this one is only 3.5mm, so 70 degrees, and that means it's good for any other telescope, including refractors, which are not Dobsonian. So you can use it yet there, but this gives you a better chance of observing without nudging the telescope if you are using untracked mount. So comfortable to rise up. It reminds me of my Panaview eyepiece. It exactly has the same build of the eye cup. So, oh, so nice. And the best way to test it is just use the telescope in the daylight. It's of course day. And I'm going to test it now. Just before going, I just want to show you this camera obscura effect. The telescope projecting the image on the cap. This is the first time, the way I've learned first time about what the lenses do. I used to project the image by a lens on the wall. Discovered it on my own.